If I were to be starting real estate all over again, this is what I'd be focusing on. You see, I get a lot of new agents who come to me all the time, and they're always asking me if I were to start in real estate, what would I do? So I started thinking back about this topic, and I was like, you know what? I should maybe figure out what it is that I would do differently based on what I know now. And that's what I can give as advice to you guys if you're starting out thinking about getting into real estate. So during this live stream, feel free to throw any questions you guys have in the chat. I just realized I got to plug that in. There we go. That might make things a little better. So feel free to throw any questions that you guys have in the chat tonight about real estate, getting started, everything like that. And if you're watching this after the stream has ended, still throw your comments below because I would love to be able to answer them for you. Now, to give some context, if this is your first time seeing me, my name's Cameron. I've been in real estate now for over 11 years. Yes, I can't even believe it myself. And we run a top team here in the Tri-Cities area in and around Greater Vancouver. But all of that aside, that only comes from the fact that we have put some time and effort into this business. But there's nothing saying that you, as a brand new agent, can't come right out of the gate and start crushing it. The reason why I say this is because we just recruited a new agent on our team. Her name is Maria, and she is absolutely crushing it. And I couldn't be more proud of her. And in the last 2 months, she's been with us about 3 months. In the last 2 months since joining us, she's already done 2 transactions. A lot of real estate agents struggle to get their first one in even 6 months, but she's doing exactly what we're talking about. And that made me think, if I were to start over, what is it that I would do? So, first things first, if you just get your license or you're even just in the process of getting your license, this is step one for you. Go out and literally tell everybody that you're in real estate. There's nothing saying that you have to just be a secret agent till you get your license. Start pre-launching yourself. I tell agents all the time, you're not going out and soliciting and doing anything illegal by telling everyone in your database that, hey guys, I'm getting my license and I'm going to start selling real estate. First of all, you are going to have some of those family members who say, oh, it's really tough out there, or they'll say whatever they're going to say. Don't mind that. Just keep telling people, keep pre-launching yourself. Also, put it on social media. Let everyone know. Hey guys, I'm getting my real estate license. If you know anyone who wants to buy or sell, let me know. Call, text, DM, whatever it is. At the end of the day, your new favorite line is, who do you know? Because in general, our friends and family do want to help us with this new venture. They might not necessarily be the first one to buy or sell, but they'll be the first one to refer you because they genuinely want to help. The next thing is you got to build your database immediately. So as you start talking to people, you got to start thinking about who you know. Your phone, now my phone's being used right here. Your phone is a treasure trove of possible deals in there. The average person has around 150 contacts in their phone right now, meaning that you have 150 people that you could start pre-launching yourself to. Start letting them know. Again, they may not be someone who is ready to buy or sell yet, but that doesn't mean they don't know people, because if you know 150 people, the likelihood is that they might know another 150 people. Everyone in that contact, now suddenly you have a wide net of possible deals that you could go after. And as you start having those conversations, you need to build your database. You need a good CRM. Now, at the beginning, depending on which brokerage you're with, some of the brokerages might actually supply it. Other brokerages could be, ones that don't. At the end of the day, depends where you go, you still have to have a CRM. So my suggestion is, this is going to be one of your first investments. An Excel worksheet only goes so far, but it doesn't help you start to grow your business. A good CRM is going to allow you to put names, phone numbers, emails, addresses, and also plans around follow-up so you can stay top of mind with your clients. Things like birthdays, home anniversaries, what are the names of their kids, what are the names of their pets, what are their pets' birthdays, what are their favorite what's their favorite music, what's their favorite thing to do. All of these things can compound you as an agent. And if you buy and invest into a database, that will help you long term. The reason why I say this is because I just signed a listing today that came from my database. This is somebody who I met several years ago and we've kept in contact over the years. And for the most part, it's because my systems were on automation and they kept getting emails from me and they just reached out and they're looking to list their home. So by having a good CRM, you're going to put those building blocks in very early on. The next thing I would recommend is if you haven't already picked your brokerage, this is an important one. You need to pick a brokerage that has a couple of key factors. Number one has to be the leadership of that brokerage. This can make or break an agent's launch if you don't have a leader at that brokerage who has put the systems in place to help you succeed in real estate. You see, a lot of real estate agents out there, they decide, you know what, hey, I want to launch a brokerage because, you know what, I might as well have other people start to work for me and I'll make money off of them. But they don't realize that the minute that they launch a brokerage, you as the agent become their client. So you need to make sure you find a brokerage where that leader truly understands what their value is that they're giving to their agents. You want someone who's present. You want someone who's built a business that you admire out there and you want to emulate. You want somebody who's going to provide the training and mentorship or have the systems in place to give you that training and mentorship. Nothing else matters at the brokerage. The fees don't matter. The splits don't matter. Nothing matters unless you have a good leader at the helm. After you figure it out if they're a good leader, what does their training calendar look like? That's right. You are a new agent. You're going to need training. You're going to need to learn lead generation, how to put your database together. You're going to need to learn how to do open houses, write a contract, lead generate, script and role play. There's a lot that comes into building your business as a real estate agent. And that's going to be coming through the training that they're going to provide. If they don't have dialed in training and a full calendar, then maybe that's not a brokerage you should probably maybe consider, right? You want to maybe move along to the next one. Another thing that I always recommend is, again, nothing to do with caps and fees, but what do the other agents look like in their office? Is their office productive? Do they have agents in that office that are top agents out there in the industry? That's a telltale sign. If there's high productive office, if they're a high productive office and they've got a lot of agents that are actually producing at a high level, that's somewhere you might want to be as well. Because one, being in and around those other agents is going to be infectious. You're going to see what they're doing and you can start to emulate. One of the success principles we have on our team is to rip off and duplicate. Don't reinvent the wheel. The worst thing I can say is I've had several new agents come to me and go, "I'm going to revolutionize real estate on social media." And in 2 years, they've let their license go and they're still working at McDonald's. So don't worry about revolutionizing real estate until you've actually built up a business that you can be proud of. Then you can, start to get creative out there, but build it with good systems and models to start. Next thing I would recommend is start early picking your lead generation lane. Where are you going to lead generate weekly, daily from? Okay. Some examples of this could include hosting open houses. Oh, but Cameron, I don't have any open houses yet. That's okay. You know how many agents have more listings than they can host open houses for? Go and offer to host open houses for other agents. In fact, that is exactly how one of our agents that just joined our team has picked up 5 leads in 3 months. She's absolutely killing it right now, and I couldn't be more proud of her. So that's something to do. Go start hosting open houses for other agents. Other ways that you can go get business is obviously from your database. You're pre-launching. Continue to keep in mind, top of mind with your database. There's door knocking. There's hybrid farming, right? Circle prospecting. Those are a couple different examples there. You can definitely do some deeper research on that. There's going after expired listings for sale by owners. There's hosting events. There's communities. There's social media can definitely be a good way to do it, but I don't recommend going all in only on social media. Social media is a great way to generate leads and support everything else that you're doing in the business as well. Okay, next, super important, you need to understand how to script properly. That's right. You got to practice this stuff. It's like you got to practice how to do a good listing presentation, a good buyer consultation, handling objections from your clients. You need to understand your lead generation scripts. And this is something that most agents skip out on. They think this, because honestly, this is the kind of boring stuff, right? But scripting and role playing is going to make you a solid agent because when you go into that appointment, you're going to know exactly what to say to that potential buyer or seller. And here's the thing, here's the reality of when you're working with buyers and sellers. Buyers and sellers will work with people that make them feel good. And how you make someone feel good is by what you say. And what you say can be scripted. Now, you want to practice it to the point where you don't sound like you're reading off of a script, right? You're not going, Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. I just noticed that your home came off the market, and I just wanted to let you know that, I wanted to find out, you got to get to the point where it comes out naturally. Hi there, Mr. Seller. My name's Cameron. I'm a local realtor in the area, and I just want to let you know I noticed that your home came off the market here recently, and I just wanted to stop by and see what are your plans for the property going forward. I see. Great. And just out of curiosity, if you had moved, where are you planning on moving to? Right? You can see how it can really change when you learn how to inflect. You understand, you've internalized that script. And once you do that, you can become a lead generation magnet. So here's how you're going to script and role play going forward. First things first, you're going to pick 2 lead generation scripts that you want to learn. Again, figure out what your lead generation tactics are going to be and find the scripts that have been made around those because they've been designed to help you be successful in that lead generation aspect. From there, once you've picked your scripts, then you're going to start to write them out verbatim, word for word. Do this for 30 days straight. From there, you're going to chant them. Go stand in front of a mirror and chant them out. Hi, my name is Cameron Manning. Again, it is going to sound a little more robotic because you're just saying them out in the wild. And then you're going to do that for another 30 days. Then you're going to start to find a role play partner. This is somebody that you can actually go riff off back and forth. They can throw curveballs, they can throw objections, and you can learn how to handle those objections. You start mastering that skill, you're going to be unstoppable on the phone, at the door, at an open house, regardless. So practice your scripts. Dial in that listing presentation as the second one. So we got 2 lead gen scripts, listing presentation, and your buyer consultation. Those 4, because you're going to do 2, obviously. Those 4 scripts are going to be your biggest ones. And then finally, understanding how to present price in the market we're in today is going to help you stand out. Here's the thing. There's a lot of agents taking a lot of listings, but they're overpricing them because they don't know how to have the tough pricing conversation. This is where agents like our team are standing out in the listings because we take listings that tend to sell faster because we are pricing them to the market. All right. Again, social media. We talked about it. I think that you need to go all in on social media. And again, I wouldn't consider it a lead gen source out of the gate. I would focus on, building your social media presence to support what you're doing. If you meet someone at an open house and they Google you, how does your online presence look? Are they going to see videos on your Instagram? Are you going to be talking intelligently? This right here, what I'm doing with this live stream, this is a form of creating content out there that people could Google and see. No different than what I'm doing here. Go and create content. Make sure that you're becoming the neighborhood expert. You're interviewing local businesses in the area. Be the town's mayor on social media. That's one of the best things that you can do. Go start taking photos and videos of other people's listings. You're hosting an open house, shoot content at those open houses because now you can show that, hey, I'm in real estate. I'm showing this house. Boom, you've got content. I already mentioned this before, but get around productive agents. That comes with the brokerage that you're going to do. And then here's the thing. Fortune is in the follow-up. At the end of the day, once you have leads, you need to follow up with them. You need to have a good follow-up plan that a CRM can help you with, but you need to make sure you have those plans to follow up with every single buyer till they either buy or die. That's from a quote from Wolf of Wall Street. They're gonna make sure that they either buy those stocks till they buy or die. At the end of the day, though, it is true. You want to follow up with them to the point where they either transact with you sometime in the future or they ask you not to contact them again. This is a numbers game, and the more people you're talking to, the higher chance you have of setting an appointment and getting a buyer or seller. And at the end of the day, this all comes down to my final point of this live stream is that you have to treat this like a business. This is what it is. This is not some side gig. This is not I'm going to do this as a side hustle, but I'm going to work my full-time job. If you're going to go into real estate, the most successful people who make a lot of money in real estate are the ones who go full in. Right? They burn the ship and they go hard on it and they give themselves a period of time. And you'd be surprised if you follow the right path, scripting and role playing, lead generation every day, understanding where your database is and what you're going to do with that database, getting with the right brokerage that provides training and has a good leader. All of these things will compound your success out of the gate very, very easily. So if I were to start today, these are the things I would do to get my business launched right out of the gate. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys found this valuable. Again, drop some comments below. Let me know any questions you have if you've been thinking about getting your license and getting into real estate. I'm here to be a resource for you guys. And of course, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow for another live stream.